big, some kind of blow up. And then it looks like there's walking away. Somebody kind of fled, but it looks like they retreated, either to family or friendships or just to be off on their own, maybe went quiet. But it has a major turnaround here. We've got Ten of Cups, progress, the Three of Wands, Hierophant, truth, clarity. This is something stable, secure. And then the Six of Cups. So somebody from the past returning. We don't really know how that's all going to play out yet because we haven't done a reading. That was just pre-shuffle, but I felt like those were strong enough cards to share. Also, the pre-shuffle always kind of gives me that, when the cards start flying out during a pre-shuffle, that is when I know to stop shuffling, and that's when I typically start or turn on the camera. So, how are you? Let's go ahead and draw your first card. Queen of Swords, a lot of thought. It's actually your card. So, the sword is down. So, somebody maybe is settling down after it's like a calmness, maybe after, there's a very calm thinking energy here. So, we're looking at the person on your mind right now. There's that Ten of Wands, something that's been burdening them. And there's the Six of Cups again. So yeah, y'all's energy is super strong. So the situation person on your mind is very deep in thought about something that's been going on for a while. Something that is maybe has a heavy energy. And then we also have this return energy with the Six of Cups. Okay, so Nine of Wands. How they view the situation. Nine of Wands, that's very good if you don't want this person to give up, because that's very much of a not giving up energy, perseverance. But there is a lot of thought about the journey. The energies could be reversed, so keep that in mind. And of course, it is a general reading, so don't force it. We've got Five of Wands, there's conflict. There's, this Five of Wands is it's not as severe as a Five of Swords. It's conflict, bickering, it could be competition, but there's maybe an inner conflict here. Because maybe it just has been, there's been a lot of trying, it's been going on. It could be another situation, but something has been somebody's been carrying a lot. Look at this Knight of Cups. So you got somebody definitely coming back or coming in toward you. Wow. The Knight of Cups right underneath the Six of Cups. So it does appear that it may not be expected. Next actions. Well, it looks like they're working on some healing and inner growth. That's good. Chariot. This popped out in pre-shuffle also, or caught my eye. Chariot, that could be travel, but it is definitely, again, in the same row as perseverance. Even though there's conflict, somebody doesn't want to give up. There's the perseverance energy. You keep trying. This looks good if this is somebody that you want. Six of Swords. That's the element of leaving something difficult. Somebody may have to, whoops, I don't know what just fell. Somebody may have to travel long distance for this. You guys also, I've got the pendulum here. You guys be thinking of a yes-no question. At the end, we will ask a yes-no question. So Six of Swords. So we're going to have to clarify that. There's the Ace of Wands. Passionate new beginning. I'm kind of a mess here, aren't I? Don't have a very good camera angle. Let me see. What is going on here? So my son just took my camera off the tripod and put the GoPro on here just to show me, because he was trying to push me into using the GoPro, which I'm, just not used to yet. But I'm probably going to use the GoPro for the next reading. But anyway, it messed up my angle. I put my camera back on, but I forgot to check the angle. Okay, let's see what's going on. I'm very curious about the Six of Swords. There you are, also at the bottom of the deck. Okay, So the person or situation you're dealing with, Queen of Swords. You guys, do me a favor, please, if you haven't yet. I'm seeing that only like 80%, only like 20% of my regular viewers who watch the channel regularly are subscribed. Will you please subscribe? Show support for the channel by subscribing. It helps the channel, helps me, means the world to me. And it helps, I think, more than you could possibly know. Okay, look at this. There it is again. Hierophant. Strong energies. Taurus, Virgo energy. Queen of Swords. This person is really thinking about the truth, and really, it's interesting because this is like a downhill. Now it looks like stairs going upward. Somebody's really contemplating how to, I don't know if it's travel, move towards you. Lots of thought about this. Hierophant. Now, Hierophant is clarifying and there it is that again. Look at that. Maybe somebody is going home, planning a trip to go home. Getting back to someone from the past. So, Ace of Cups. Two aces, love and passion. You know what this has a feel for me is somebody is just kind of like figuring out or having a realization what it is, like back home to their roots, like something, what it is that makes them truly happy, despite like what on the surface would look like makes someone happy. I'm definitely picking up travel. Tell me about the Six of Cups. Wow, so many aces. So there's another ace of swords. That's, truth, victory, clarity. It's like, but see here again, it's like there's something about a long journey. It's been a super long journey. See the staircase, and then there's light at the end of the tunnel, but there's a lot of thought about something from the past. Give me one more. There could be a father energy involved here. Give me one more on this Six of Cups. Avoidance. Interesting. If somebody has a bit of an avoidant personality, I think it's just really important to understand where that comes from. It does come from childhood. It comes from lack of trust or not being valued. And I think understanding that it's not coming from a place of, not caring, I think that's just really important. Six of Pentacles. How they view you in the situation. And Six of Pentacles, that's generosity. And this keeps showing up too. The Eight of Wands, I just now realized it's in reverse. So that's not communicating. Maybe somebody hasn't been thankful or showed appreciation for how much somebody else has given or went out of their way. Tell me about the Five of Wands. Nine of Cups. I get that somebody feels like, or has had the element of, it's just easier to be on my own and focus on myself rather than to put myself out there and risk being abandoned again. There's something from childhood here, or the past, that is affecting things. And I'm seeing pretty clearly an avoidance energy. Also, just to let you know, I have gotten the Empress. Now we have the Empress, but I did see a couple times the Emperor, while shuffling. So that divine feminine, divine masculine, could be indicating twin flame. So Nine of Swords. Yes, somebody still just has some serious sadness. And maybe they're kind of hesitating or avoiding love. But that's next, we got Knight of Cups here. Let's look at what's going on with them and next actions towards you. Seven of Wands. Wow, look at that. Healing. Somebody is really putting in some work to heal. And if only one person is doing it, it's kind of like the energies will feel mismatched for a while. until both people are working on healing. Sometimes, especially if you've got a soulmate type twin flame connection, one person doing the healing work often will elevate the other. But if one person is really stuck or dead set on staying stuck in sadness and just dwelling, that often can keep the energies mismatched. It can bring the other down, but it can also just keep the energies mismatched. So make sure that if this is resonating, make sure, period, you are doing the inner work also, because it looks like this person is either on the verge of or figuring out the need to heal and do some, personal growth type stuff. Yeah, take action. And this High Priestess keeps coming up too. Okay, so the Seven of Wands, that's, kind of like, it can be meditative. It's an inaction, but it's kind of still, it's a personal growth. It's kind of like an understanding. You see how she's got that light coming from her? And then clarifying it was the Ten of Pentacles, truth. Somebody is realizing that what is going to be a solid foundation. Also, just to show you, this Page of Pentacles is kind of popping its head, but which could be an apology. Let's keep going. One more on that. Seven of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. So somebody is doing the work, but it is happening slow and stable, which is the way it has to, because knee-jerk doesn't work when it comes to healing. We think, well, I'm going to focus on healing this year. That's what I used to think. I'm going to focus on healing this year and do this hard stuff I don't want to deal with. But it doesn't work like that. You kind of go, it just kind of evolves and it keeps evolving. But it is happening. So that's what's coming through, is this person is really coming to the realization that they need to do some inner healing, inner growth. They have a little bit of a apprehension towards giving and showing affection, because then it puts them in a vulnerable place. But they are starting to become aware of it. They may even realize that they are avoidant. So definitely progress here. What's the Chariot? Look at that. Okay, this was in the pre-shuffle also. Page of Swords. That is kind of looking, watching, inquiring, maybe checking into if somebody else is going to travel. But this is watching. The Page of Swords is a curious energy. It's a learning. It's exactly what we were just talking about. There is a perseverance of wanting to... This person may not have had any awareness in the past that they needed to grow. They may have just been like, nope, I'm better off on my own. But I think that's shifting. Here we have focused attention. Somebody's really focused on watching, probably you. And then look at that, the world. They may be seeing you clear your energy, move on with that Six of Swords. Interesting. Alright, very powerful there. Let's see, tell me one more on the Six of Swords. King of Pentacles. Again, I'm feeling some sort of father energy. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody has an overbearing father, or I don't know. I'm not understanding why I keep getting that. Or maybe they are a father, and maybe that's been a hindrance. Yeah, so Queen of Pentacles, King and Queen of Pentacles, that's a match. So possibly parents and upbringing. Somebody may have to break free. I'm not liking the way that feels, though, so I'm feeling a glitch in that. The cards do look like there is a breaking free from parents or parenting, but it doesn't feel good to me. But look, breaking free. Wow. Maybe it's breaking free from an unhealthy connection. But I keep getting parents, so you guys are going to have to forgive me for not understanding that and just put it where, how it works. But the Fool is it's freedom, it's a childlike energy. Maybe it's forgiving parents, instead of dwelling. Maybe it's kind of learning or growing coming to the understanding that my parents might have tried, but they weren't the perfect parents. It just doesn't come with the handbook. Maybe the things that they pounded into my head or the beliefs they instilled in me weren't true. Maybe it's time to break free. There's something with parents, and there again, a lot of thought on that. But it's been hindering. That connection somehow has been hindering. Okay, bottom of the deck. The decision, the lovers, Gemini energy. All right, let's look at just outcome. Four Swords, again, healing. Two of Wands. Okay, so we have an element of somebody really making a decision which way to go for their whole future. Not which way is easier, not which way is expected. Maybe there's breaking free of what others expect. Like fear of failure or fear of a failed relationship or a failed marriage. This is more like, what's going to be the best thing for my entire world, my future? Somebody's facing that is what I see. But it definitely looks like someone's coming back. So, let's see if we get anything else. You've got 3 aces. You have return energy. Yeah, okay, so somehow this new beginning requires something to end. A painful ending. And then, look at that, 10 of Swords. Tarot blows my mind. 10 of Swords, walking away, something ending, something that's got tenure, something that's been going on for a while, and then a whole new cycle begins. We do have freedom, of like releasing baggage. So there is upbringing and family somehow in that. And I'm going to say this because it came up earlier, but I didn't say it. There is an element of maybe disappointing or letting something fall apart in order to be free, to be happy again. Probably with you. Does that make sense to you guys? But definitely a return. Let me pull this. You guys think about your yes, no question. Pause it if you have to, because I don't want you to change your question after I let go, okay? And then I'll work on some oracles. I just also thought that somebody may be having to let go of, some money, or it might cost, there might be some big tower or big upheaval. Somebody may have to let go of family. When you separate from a marriage or a relationship, you have to go through, you lose a lot. It's not just that person, but it's that whole world that they had with them, okay? And I think in somebody's mind it's unacceptable or it's embarrassing, something like that. Chaos and conflict. There and now. And the answer on the pendulum is maybe. So, and fork in the road. So yeah, I feel like somebody is at a breaking point. We had that with the 2 of Wands. And it's just a matter of facing up to making that change or that choice that's going to probably be very difficult at first, but then you get the reward of it further down the road. But look at this, how that leopard doesn't change its, or zebra doesn't change its stripes or whatever. Somebody's changing. Somebody is probably realizing who and what they are and who and what is going to make them happy. And having to really let go of past false beliefs. Okay, you guys, I'm going to say this again. I know I say this to you all the time. Make sure, look it up if you need to, but my belief is that, this is so off the wall. My belief is that, breathing through your nose, and I've checked the science on this, you guys, if you're mouth breathing, try to start learning to breathe through your nose. It will expand your nasal passages. You get less viruses. You get less germs. Your lungs get more oxygenated. There are so many health benefits. And I was on this big kick of trying to teach everybody this there for a while, and then I got off of it. And now I'm starting to notice I see a bunch of people breathing through their mouth. Just look it up if you want to. Trust me if you want to, because it's changed. I can breathe through my nose so much. It's like your nasal passages will eventually expand. I know some of you are going, what the heck is she talking about? Anyway, nasal breathing, so much healthier for you, your lungs, your your oral hygiene. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go. I love you so much. You've got a return. Somebody's doing some major personal growth and healing, and there's a huge realization of what's going to make them happy. And